So lately I've been seeing a couple of people promoting this Warfields ICO that's just come out, I believe. So I thought let me do a little review on this. So what is Warfield? Well, Warfield is like any other shooter you've played before, like Call of Duty, Counter-Strike, Battlefield. Think of any of these games. It's eerily similar, except it uses cryptocurrency as stakes. As of right now, it's fully playable on Google Chrome. It's in an alpha version and you do not need to download or install the game. I mentioned the cryptocurrency as stakes. What am I talking about? Well, they use a token that they've created called GLDR, GLDR, I'm just going to call it. Think of COD or Battlefield. What you do in that? You kill people and other people try and kill you. The difference here is when you do kill someone, you gain some of their GLDR, and when someone finishes you off, you lose some of your GLDR. That's how the crypto stake system works. The game runs of an engine called Unity, which allows cross-platform gaming with devices like Android and iOS. They've also mentioned that they will bring cross-platform play to PlayStation and Xbox next year sometime, although that's not fully confirmed, I believe. Additionally, their server platform is also scalable, should they need to scale depending on the community needs and the success of the game. Now this sounds really interesting and sounds like it will be a lot of fun. However, I feel like the game here resembles a little bit like a pay-to-win model, because you can buy more GLDR using real-life money and then you can start out with better weapons. Some weapons like the pistol and knife are free, but you can also get a rifle and a sniper if you have enough GLDR, and that gives you enough of an advantage over your enemies. So I'm a little bit skeptical on this, but because this is very early stages, we're just in the alpha version, they do have time to make changes. Additionally, it only works as of right now on Google Chrome, so using Safari and Firefox won't allow you to access the game. Also, you have to use the right click to aim down a sight, which makes it harder if you want to play an Apple Mac. But their white paper does state that they will make changes and add more platforms as the game goes on. Graphically speaking, don't expect a 1080 Battlefield resolution or something. It's not the best looking game, it's not the worst either, but that will improve over time as the game's life goes on. So we've covered the game itself. What about Warfield's business model? Well, Warfield say their business model is pretty simple, combining classic first-person shooters with the cryptocurrency world. Their model revolves around their token GLDR, which has two uses. The first use is it acts as an in-game digital currency for purchasing digital goods. So I mentioned before you could purchase rifles and sniper rifles. You can also buy armor, medical kits and apparel using GLDR. Now this is all handled by their internal data management system. It's an internal database that the public don't have access to. The second use of GLDR is that it's an ERC20 utility token that runs on the Ethereum blockchain. What that means is you can buy GLDR and it's free to trade. If you want to hold it, you can invest in this token should you wish. You don't have to use it as a stake in the game, but rather you can just trade it and make money off it. Now let's say you've earned and racked up tons of tokens from the people you've killed and you want to cash out. You want to take your GLDR out and sell it. What would happen is the internal blockchain, the centralized blockchain that they have, would basically broadcast to the Ethereum blockchain and you will get your tokens through this. Essentially, your tokens will go from a centralized location of their database to a decentralized location of completely in your control. One of the great things about this project is that they've designed GLDR to be used in other games too. So the plan is to offer the API to other gaming devs a little bit down the road who would make their own games and use GLDR as their in-game currency. If they're able to get traction with this, it would make GLDR huge. But for that to happen, I feel like Warfields, the game itself, would have to have an extremely successful period where other game devs start to take notice and start building the games around this token using their API. So let's talk token metrics. There's a maximum supply of 2.5 billion, so there'll never be more GLDR than 2.5 billion at any one time. Right now, we are in an ICO period and they're trying to raise $12 million. They say this will allow them to achieve major goals, reach as many people as possible, and get a snowball effect going. Now say you are interested in buying GLDR. It costs you 1 cent for 1 GLDR. That's the base price they've issued. But because there's a pre-sale going on currently, there's a 45% discount on every gold that you've purchased. So instead of buying it for 1 cent, you'd be paying 0.0045 of a dollar for one golder. Bear in mind that every 14 days the discount drops 5% until November the 1st, where it will be at its lowest rate and you'll only get 5% off. After that, anyone buying will be purchasing it for 1 cent. I'll leave a link in the description box below for anyone to see the current discount offered. But let's just say you're not interested in buying Gola. There's actually a way to get free Gola. Right now, Warfields have an ongoing airdrop where all you have to do is sign up and follow them on social media, stuff like YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and their newsletter. And then they give you 300 Gola free of charge. Better yet, with 45% bonus, you'll actually end up getting 750 Gola. Now let's just say the Gola price shoots up after listed in exchanges. You've just made easy money. So even if you think it's not worth it, you can just accumulate free Gola this way. Now last but not least is the team. Looking at the team, they look like a very talented team with many years of experience in the gaming industry, but it looks a little bit small. It only consists of 8 members. Now that's a concern for me, but one I feel they can address by adding more members as they continue to grow. But where they mainly shine is the advisory board. They have people like Tom Frisina, who founded a division at EA, which went to make games like Medal of Honor, Battlefield and Lord of the Rings. They also have Alberto Bruno, who was the technical director with EA for 8 years. And these two combined will be able to provide help from the very top, as they've been at the highest positions in the gaming industry themselves. Lastly, they have Benjamin Tashana, who is a senior accounting manager and accountant executive for IGN, and they have other advisors who work for companies like Square Enix Mobile, Sony PlayStation and many others. Clearly they have a jam-packed talent advisory board, which will make it significantly easier in being able to move forward in the right direction and go out to achieve what they wish to achieve. So is the Warfield token worth buying? Well, without making up your mind for you, what I've done is just giving you all information I could. My 2 bits on this is it's a very good team with amazing advisory board, albeit a little bit small. There's also the chance of is it pay to win. I have to see how that one works. Graphics ain't great, but I can see that improving. It's definitely a decent ICO as ICOs go, but ultimately it's an interesting project with a lot of talent in this team. Now it just depends how well they do and ultimately how well you think they will do. I've not bought any tokens myself. This is not a paid review. I've just got the tokens from the free airdrops, which I definitely recommend you lot doing. And please bear in mind that this is not financial advice, and don't let me or anyone else make the mind up for you. Anyways guys, if you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe and share the word out. I would love to hear some feedback from you lot and see what you lot think of this. And other than that, I'll see you lot in the next video.